The graveyard of empires stirs. In Afghanistan, we trust. If you don't trust in us, then get the fuck away from this country. Because the empire of Alexander the Great shall rise again. And this time it will be even bigger and better. The Afghan experience. A monolith in Istanbul. The sick man doesn't seem so sick to me. To be honest, I don't believe in this information. The sick man is really sick. Sick in a head. Well, Tehran looks way better to us rather than Constantinople. They think they can run the Middle East better than the Turks? That's a good question for year 2024, not 1936. The Fourth Anglo-Afghan War? Hell yeah boys, the war crimes are coming. I just wanna conquer more rice fields. A good tip for you boys, if you capture Delhi and hold it for a few days, then Dominion of Delhi will capitulate and you will automatically sign a peace. So your main goal playing as Afghanistan is to reach Delhi. And that's all. Gosh, no one wants to defend Delhi. Seriously, they are leaving Delhi. Yep, they left Delhi and Delhi is captured. Congratulations boys, we did it just in 2 weeks. And as the result we received the third treaty of Rawalpindi. There we go boys, that was too easy. The assassination of the crown prince. There we need to choose the first option. I have nothing to fear from the baseless claims. Nasrullah arrested. Long live Ghazi Amunallah Khan. Yep, since that moment, the Afghan version of the Austrian painter will rule our great empire. Damn, he really looks like a Middle Eastern Austrian painter. Brudas, everything is right? Yes, but there is only one moment. We all understand that Afghanistan needs reforms, and Amanullah Khan is the only person who can make everything right. And we need to make a radical reforms to re-establish the empire of Alexander the Great. That's our main goal. A reformist king in Afghanistan. Reform? In Afghanistan? Of all places? Sounds like a dream. While the Middle East and Central Asia as of now is stuck and thumbs in of backwater compared to Europe, there are no shortage of reformers in the Muslim world who have managed to gradually yet substantially modernize their own nations. A monolith seen in such great men like the Ottoman Empire's Mustafa Kemal and Persia's Reza Khan. A model for a better future will accordingly take influence from these visionary and often radical thinkers in matters of state. Good luck ya, 9.5 million Turkeys. Now he definitely looks like an Austrian painter but from Afghanistan. He is a big fan of Adolf. And after seeing those effects, someone wants to say me that Afghanistan isn't overbuffed. Man, what a nice color from Mexico. Totally approved. Fate of the aristocracy. We must make concessions to the caste system. Wait, what? Russia is supporting KKK? Oh my god, they really support the Ku Klux Klan. Man, what an interesting mix. Now we know about the real sponsor of racism in America. Fate of the administration. We will place our trust in the locals. No more colonial administration in Afghanistan. The question of religion? Man, of course we will begin fostering a personality cult. A new age of Afghan patriotism. Emulating the young Turks of the Ottoman Empire proper, the young Afghans will begin unsharing in a new era of Afghan patriotism and nationalism, while also supporting pan-Islamic and modernist ideas. Over time, the antiquated ideas of tribalism will slowly be phased out by fostering a unified Afghan identity. Brudas, don't forget that the young Turks didn't do anything good for the Ottoman Empire. Even more, they have fully destroyed it. And they also had some fun in Armenia, which wasn't funny at all. Amanullah looks to the past. Yep, we did everything right. A radical Indo-Afghan fusion in the legacy of Alexander the Great. With all of these considerations in mind, the king has decided to follow this path. What an epic icon in the footsteps of Alexander the Great. And a surprising turn, King Amanullah has decided to co-opt his more radical reforms with his pro-Indian stance towards the administration of the new territories, seeking to create a new society that is neither wholly Afghan nor Indian. The king has begun his attempt to syncretize Afghan and Indian culture. Looking to the past for inspiration, Amanullah has taken influence from Alexander the Great and his legacy. While his new Indian subjects cautiously support the king, both the Pashtun nobility and Amanullah's young Afghan allies are furious with this decision. That seems to sound like a joke, but the only supporters of our regime are Indians who were conquered 2 years ago, in the footsteps of demigods. Remember, upon the conduct of each depends the fate of all. Glory to Alexander the Great, our great father. Okay, so Pashtun nobles revolt against Amanullah. We will destroy those traitors. Even if we lose Kabul, we won't capitulate, because we've got 100% of war support, so everything will be fine. As the Don Paula said, look, traitors. Oh my god, we saved Kabul, because I have spawned my divisions right here. Yep, Kabul is saved, thanks to our German friends. Goodbye, traitors. Russians destroyed my Central Asia, and I'm upset about it. At some point they ruined my campaign, and I don't believe that Germans will stop them. The Second Islamic Golden Age. Amanullah's modernizing outlook has led to an influx of academics and students to Afghanistan, leading to what some would call a Second Islamic Golden Age, right here in Afghanistan. No longer shall our nation be known as a backwater, instead, Kabul will become the new Baghdad as the center of scientific advancement in the Islamic world. Kabul isn't only a capital of the Islamic world, but a capital of Asia as well. Amanullah Khan and you, Alexander the Great, shall lead our nation to prosperity. That's why we choose him. The Red Emir rules alone. Glory to the Alexander II. Amanullah's unlikely allies. Glory to the eternal flame. Glory to the Afghan Vozhd. Amanullah Khan convinced the Durbar. Long live the Red Emir and the eternal flame. Holy shit, boys, now we became totalists. Now we are the eternal flame emirate. And our new color is really based. I like it. Social monarchism. Damn, that reminds me Soviet-Russian Empire on the Far East. And one day I'll play as the Soviet-Russian Empire. Fuck, Russians attacked the Ottoman Empire. That's not good for us. That's not good at all. That's the end for the Ottoman Empire. They won't handle a war on the 4 front lines. If we consider joining of Iran in this war, it's gonna be a 5th front line. Yep, they won't make it. Goodbye, the sick man of Europe. Damn, we lost my lovely Ottoman Empire. And this focus, it didn't work. But it won't stop me from attacking Iran and Egypt. I'm a craziest motherfucker who wants to fight against everyone. Even against the whole Cairo axis. We are truly crazy. But first, let's invade Iran. Let's punish those fuckers. This war is going pretty smoothly. Gosh, no one wants to defend Tehran. Iran, what an interesting place that soon won't exist. It's gonna be a part of the Eternal Flame Emirate. Boom, boys! Our new shape is amazing. It definitely looks great. Excuse me, Iraq? How much divisions does he have? And as you may understand, our next stop is gonna be Cairo, right? Cairo and Alexandria. What can be better than the Middle Eastern Empire? Or the Empire of the Middle East? Sounds too great to be the truth. We have captured Iraq in 3 days. That was a real one special military operation. Iraq, annex, Kurdistan, annex, Khuzestan, assimilation. Any questions? Gosh, why are they all so weak? Oh my god, Brudas, just look at our losers and look at the losers of the Cairo axis. That is unbelievable. At some point now we got even more lands than Alexander the Great had. He didn't have some of these lands, especially in Arabian Peninsula and Sudan as well as Cyrenaica. And now my main goal is to liberate India. What type of the schizophrenia is this? Who the fuck have created this pass for the Constitutional American Republic? Please show me that guy. Ooh, the Aral agreement, that's interesting. Okay, that's gonna be an agreement with Russians, in which we will decide the sphere of influence of our countries in Central Asia. Honestly, why not? We are open for discussions with Petrograd. The Aral Agreement. In order to quell past animosity while working to subjugate the region, we both prize above all. Our diplomatic corps has begun to seriously debate the merit of a new plan to work with the Russians in order to diplomatically divide Central Asia between our two great powers, along boundary drawn near the Kazakh town of Aral. Should we send this proposal to Moscow, or should we not even bother with this likely futile event and work to dominate Central Asia alone by force? The negotiations failed. The Russians have refused our proposal to divide Central Asia between our two nations. For now we shall nurse our bruised ego, but we may have to take up arms in the future if we are to reclaim our rightful claim to the north. Never trust a Russian. Brudas, that's gonna be sick. Don't fool with Afghanistan, otherwise you will be destroyed. The Raj on the ramparts. Wow, if we take a look in the left corner, we see that everything isn't so good for us. But if we choose the first option, we will just annex the Raj authority and boom, we will sign the peace with the whole Entente. Man, that was the greatest decision in our today's campaign. Bharatiya commune is now divided on two parts, western one and eastern one. My little Bhutan has capitulated, so the only cockroach that has left is Princely Federation. Any last words, приятель? So India is reunited, and the empire of Alexander the Great is officially restored. Am I proud of my results? Yes.